Hey, my G's. Welcome back to Jiffy with Friends and Family. Today, I had an inkling to make deviled eggs. I just had a taste for them. And I realized I don't have any mayo. So that made me think about the mayo that they used to have in this deli across the street from my grammar school. Shout out to PS31 that isn't there anymore. But yeah, this mayo was so good. And I still remember the taste of it today. And one time, I talked my mother into making mayo. I used to talk her into making everything. It's like if I heard about somebody making something, I would want to try it. And this mayo, I realized, was the same taste as the mayo in the deli. So they must have made their own mayo. And it was amazing. So when I realized that I didn't have, mayo for the deviled eggs, I looked up a recipe and I happened to have all the ingredients at home. So I said, hey, why don't I just make the mayo? And that's what I'm going to do. So come with me to the kitchen and we can get this started. Hello, hello. Okay. Okay, G, so the eggs are boiling. They should be just about done. Let's make this mayonnaise. I'm going to start off with one egg. Half teaspoon of salt. A little garlic. I like to make things interesting. The juice of half a lime. You can use lemon if you want, but I have limes. Oops. And a cup of oil. And we're going to blend this up. You know what? Instead of this, I think I'm going to break out the food processor. Okay, we're going to transfer the egg mixer to the blender. And see if we can get this going a little better. The top on, take the middle off. Now we're talking. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. So I just needed a little more horsepower. Oh, stick my finger. Oh, yeah. See that? That's good. I think I'm going to add a little bit more salt to that. So here's our jar of mayo. I'm going to pop this in the refrigerator while I prepare the rest of the things for the deviled eggs. So the eggs are boiled. The mayo is made. And when I was getting the ingredients together, I realized I used all my cheese. I don't have any cheese. So one of the things that everybody and the internet are telling me that nutritional yeast is good for is a cheese substitute. So today we're going to use nutritional yeast in this recipe and homemade mayo and see how it comes out. Now, I have my eggs, which I'm going to cut in half. And remove the yolk. Eggs came out perfect. It's like I overboiled them. But the yolks, I mean not the yolks, the white part doesn't feel like it's going to be chewy like it sometimes does when the eggs are overboiled. We go. I'm gonna mince up some for one jalapeno because I also don't have hot sauce. These are some jack-leg deviled eggs, but it'll be okay. All right. Because what are deviled eggs without the spice? Then I like to put onion in my deviled eggs. So we're going to mince up some onion. You won't even notice that they're in there. I feel like I'm a pioneer making everything. Okay, I'll just take these long pieces out. Well, that's probably enough. It's only 4 eggs, so that'll probably be good. A little mustard. The nutritional yeast, my cheese substitute. How many people don't even put cheese in their deviled eggs? I have to have cheese in my deviled eggs. It's like a must. A little ground pepper. And some adobo. And the star of the show, my homemade mayo. Okay. I think I'm going to make some potato salad with this mayo. And maybe, oh, a tomato sandwich. Potato salad and tomato sandwich. And I have to do that because you're only supposed to keep this homemade mayo for like 3 or 4 days. Oops, I think it needs a little more mayo. Look how thick that is. Look at that. That is amazing. It's amazing that I could do that. There. That's the right consistency. Just want to make sure all those yolks are mashed up good. I'm going to taste it to make sure. Yeah, that's good. Sorry I don't have one of those little pastry bags where you just pipe the filling into the egg. That would have been fancy. The jalapeno was a nice touch. How many people love deviled eggs? It's like this was one of the things that, okay, when I was a little girl, the ladies in my apartment building that I grew up in, sometimes they would get together on a Saturday night and have a little party and drink beer. My mother didn't drink beer, but she would have a pink champagne. Yeah, she would have a pink champagne. That was her thing. One single pink champagne, and she would get giggly. My mother wasn't a drinker. So that was quite funny. But they would always have, you know, a featured hors d'oeuvre. And my favorites that come to mind are deviled eggs. And there was some sort of pineapple. Let me get rid of these onions. Some sort of pineapple dip. And an onion dip. Those were my favorites. I don't know what else they ever had. I was a picky eater, so I may not have tasted a lot of stuff. Now I'm going to garnish this with chili powder. I know people usually use paprika, but chili powder also has a kind of smoky taste. And when I'm out of paprika, which I often am, I'll use chili powder. Let me let you get a look at these. See how pretty that is. Nice. So now for the taste test. Yeah. These are good. I don't make these often, and I think it's been years since I've made them. I think maybe my kids were little, but it's good stuff. So try my recipe. You can use cheese or nutritional yeast, but definitely go with the homemade mayonnaise. It's amazing. And you don't have to put adobo in it if you don't want. You can just put salt. You know, sometimes a little pepper is nice. Or you can flavor it, whatever you feel like, but definitely do it. And you see from my mistakes that you definitely have to have something powerful that blends it, or else it won't get fluffy. I wasted all that oil and 2 eggs. Yeah, unnecessarily. I could have just poured that into my blender. But, you know, you live and learn. But it's definitely good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. I think if I'm ever in a neighborhood, well, when this whole mess is over, and have, you know, good neighbors like that, it doesn't have to be all ladies. It could be a mixed group. We have those parties again. Those were fun. And it was good, a good community building kind of thing, you know. Yeah. My mother was quiet. She had a few friends, but she was not a partier. You know, even when I saw pictures of my parents when they were younger, she was never in big parties, you know, never pictures like that, but maybe a little gathering, and there was always a relative, her sister or my father or somebody, you know, in the photo, not just, you know, a bunch of people that were not related. And so I'm sure that was, at that time, a new experience for her, and an enjoyable one, you know. I'm a little more, oops, sorry. I'm a little more social, I think, than my mother. She used to always tease me and say I never miss a party. And then when my kids were born, she was like, my girls are just like me, because every party they want to go to, and she would always say, you know, you don't have to accept every invitation. But my girls never wanted to miss a party. I think the only time they ever missed a party really was when they were sick. And that was it. I should shouldn't really eat all of these, should I? They're so good. A little messy too, but whatever. Oh, I'm gonna try and make something else from my past for you guys. This is like great picnic food too. You have to put it like in a cooler, like one of those cooler bags or thermal bags, whatever you call them, because of the mayo, I guess. But yeah, these are nice. I'll save 2 for later. Maybe. Well, well, that was a nice treat. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment below so we can chit chat, because I love answering the comments. I try to answer everybody that, the comments. If I ever skipped anybody, remind me and I'll get back to you. If you're not subscribed and you had a good time here, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when I post another video, so we can get together again. And in the meantime, don't forget to count your blessings. Be a blessing to somebody else, and be kind to yourself. Until next time.